My name is Victor, and I'm co-founder and CTO of Green City Solutions, and we grow clean air in cities. So did you know that 90% of the world's population is breathing polluted air every day? And this causes 7 million annual deaths. And in Europe alone, this leads to 1.6 trillion euro of annual damage. And this leads to fines up to 1 million annually. So imagine the economical impact. So what did we do? We combine, on the one hand, special moss cultures that contains of millions of small leaves and can eat air pollution. So literally, really it takes it as nutrient. And we combine it with the latest Internet of Things technology to making living in cities. And we combine those two technologies into one product called the CityTree. What you can see there, this 4-meter high, 3-meter wide vertical plant wall with 2 benches. And this eats the air pollution. So PM, NO2, black carbon turned into clean air. Thus, one CityTree concentrates the power of 275 trees on only 3 square meter ground. So imagine you can put a whole forest and the power of a whole forest on only 3-meter ground in your city. And here you see how it works. So the emissions from cars are charged positively. And you can see the surface in the middle, in the big picture, the surface of the moss has this fraction and a huge surface. And this is charged negatively. So it really, the moss surface attracts the pollutants and converts it into biomass. And here you see the CityTree. It contains of over 1,600 of those moss cultures in single pots. It's controlled and maintained by a latest IoT technology. You can enter the data via a dashboard. It's supplied by a solar panel and has an integrated irrigation system. So where we are, we already have tested it according to ISO 16890, and we have multiple pilots in Europe and also one in Hong Kong. And here you can see some insights or view inside of the unit, where you can see some of these big fans that are pulling the air through the unit. And we have a cleaning rate for PM10 and for PM2.5 of over 90%. So really it turns the polluted air into clean and fresh air. And here you can see one unit, for example, for the Deutsche Bahn in Germany. You can access the data, maintenance data from the dashboard for the clients, but also for the public. So every people can see what this thing actually does, which is extremely important. And here you can also see, as we measure air pollution, what is the general air pollution level in the city and how much it is lowered by the CityTree. So our case studies, for example, this is our first 2 units, or this is our first unit in Oslo. We installed it 2 years ago, and it instantaneously became a big attraction. It went into the tourist guide. It has made a great media coverage. Here we are at the Green Tech Awards, so we have a lot of such daily events, conferences where we put the units, where it delivers like a much nicer environment. And here, for example, you see 8 CityTrees in front of the Frauenkirche, and there we have a great heat problem. So this whole area heats up enormous in summer, and by putting the CityTrees, the temperature locally is lowered up to 17 degrees. So really the tourists and all the people had a much greater experience in this touristic center. And what we do is to map the air pollution in the city, and typically it's much higher along the big roads. And then we want to put multiple city trees in a row to lower the air pollution level in the whole district. So this is our founders team. We are 4 founders, came together 3 years ago, and of multiple diverse professional background from biology, mechanical engineering, IT, and architecture. And now we are a team of 30 people delivering our products in over 20 cities in Europe, and already first pilot in Hong Kong. So we really try to reach out also to the Asian countries where we have a much higher air pollution level. And happy to come to South Korea soon. So let's grow clean air in cities.